wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is now. I just wanna be free. 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 Can't you see? I just wanna be free.
Okay. Another episode of the Things I Wish I Knew About. Things I Wish I Knew About Money podcast. I'm your host, Camille Smith, and I decided, because it's my platform, that I wanted to do something a little bit different, right? It's a funny story. I'll introduce my good up friend, Shushanna. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
So I wanted you to hear it as well. While I say it is this whole month has been different, I'll say. But the one thing that was different that I didn't really go to any Black History Month events until you told me, forced me. I'm joking. You told me about it. The BlackLit Durham, and I was like, yo, you know what? Let me reach out. Let me go. Because Shoshana is a good friend of mine. Where usually she usually tells me about her poems and makes me listen to them, and I'm like, yeah, they're boom, they're good, and I've been going to some of her events. But this last Wednesday's fucking performance was phenomenal, to the point where I was like, nah. You have to come on to the show and broadcast this. So Shoshana, welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everyone that's listening. Hello, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me, even though I'm not really talking about finance, but I'm here for it.
Dang. I figured, I was like, you know what? I want to do something a little bit different. I wanted to have something that reflects with Black History Month, and also support my friend, and just showcase how amazing your performance was. Like, I was in awe. Like, I've heard them before. I've seen you. I've posted, but like between the performance in December
Mm-hmm.
and then this one, I'm like, fam, you have to come on the platform. I just need folks to hear how amazing you are.
Aww.
So before we do anything, I want the folks to know, um who are you, man? Should I put Shoshana, or should I put Poetry Rookie, even though that's gonna be like freaking. I'm upset that you even call yourself that anymore.
Poertryrookie's fine, or Shoshana's fine. It's all good.
Okay.
So my name is Shushanna Harris. I'm a lawyer. I've been a lawyer for it's actually going on about 11 years now. In July will be 11 years. I've I've been on both sides of the fence, which is defense and prosecution. So I'm a lawyer. I also decided 3 years ago now to embark on a PhD, which is basically talking about the experiences of Black women, abused Black women, or survivors of abusive relationships, and how our legal system is not really assisting them or helpful to Black women, or even Black men, in that, for that matter, given that it's pretty much a systemic racist system. Yeah, and then and I'm also a poet. I really enjoy being able to write my poetry, and I was able to the good thing about the poetry is that I'm able to put it in my dissertation, which is the final project for the PhD. And I've been able to do a few presentations with respect to basically like a methodology for your PhD, the um, and the poetry kind of is a big part of that methodology. So I'm really loving it. Embarking on it has been a pleasure, and it's something that I don't think I'll ever stop doing, because it's a platform for me to express myself as a Black woman, because we don't get those platforms very much. So it's definitely an empowering experience for me.
See, and obviously, because I'm a good friend of yours and I know this stuff, that's why I want to touch on it, because from the poems that you've let me hear, I do see that other side. Because like, I guess I was a little sheltered, right? But
Mhm.
I just hearing your poems, it makes it realize like the way the mind thinks. And then even when I hear your poems, I have to go into that place or even envision it. So like, fam, the one on Wednesday, the first one, I
Mhm.
at first I was just in awe, like just the whole performance, because you've never had like props before until
Yes.
that time. So I
Yes.
was like, what's going on? Ah!
I know. I know. That was
So yes,
It was different. It was a
right?
very different experience for me, but that's what makes this platform so good, right?
Mhm.
My very good friend Judith Shaw, she's also a poet. She's a dub poet,
Yes.
amazing, and she's also very dramatic. Okay, I don't know if she's here, but she's also very dramatic. So I decided that I wanted to, and she's really encouraged me on this journey. To be
Yes.
honest, I really wanted her to be a part of this in some way, and because I know she's a great actress, I
Mhm.
needed her to be a part of that piece. And
Oh,
it's
wow.
that piece, as you know, it's called the Door of No Return, and it's basically about um how.
Wait, wait, wait.
Oh,
Hold
sorry,
on. Hold
sorry,
on.
my bad,
You're
my bad.
not gonna explain it. You're going to perform it.
Oh,
And
sorry,
I
my
want
bad, my bad.
exclusiveness today. So
Okay.
folks, I feel like I can do this, but if I struggle, I'm just gonna remove myself so everyone can hear you and only you in this. Are you ready? Should I put the title of it or should I
It's
just
up
leave
to
it?
you. It's called The Door of No Return. So it's really up to you if you want to put the title up there.
No return. Oh gosh, please tell me if I did it right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Oman, it's your turn.
All
Whoa,
right, here we
bum,
go.
bum.
I'll see if I can redo what I did. Okay. So it's called The Door of No Return. Anxious as they walk through the door of no return, stripped of their who's, their clothing, their dignity, perplexed at the why, chained by the how, experiencing the what, living in the when, stacked one behind the other, humans destined for slaughter, besieged their captivity, the inauguration of the chain gang horror, iron bound them together by their necks, treated animals with more respect. Sun beating on their black skin, a familiar feeling, yet the feeling is foreign. There's an unfamiliar feeling, the grip of iron carries an odor reminiscent of the burden of human flesh. The odor lingers, satisfying the palace of the perpetually hungry cannibals, devouring humans like edibles. Can't tell the difference between the sweat dripping from their faces and their tears temporarily staining the sand. Once their playground, now their burying ground. Sand under the feet, hot to the touch, but unnoticeable as their wails overshadow the ocean songs once an intimate language between lovers now. Howling cries of what sounds like 10,000 mothers who just lost their child. Cataracts of pain engulf their eyes, colluding with their desolated souls, dissipating their once captivating smiles. Heart beating, proof of life, though they're without life. Internally, they're hollow tunnels without a vision to call their own live corpses. Real life versions of the walking dead, as they are violently made to board the ships they dread. Poem.
Woo! Brr, 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 brr.
I'm glad I remembered it.
Of course, of course.
But yeah.
And the purpose of, or how did you create that poem?
Okay, so to be honest, so Raymond Ramrock Speaks. He's this guy on, you know him. He's on
Shout out to
Instagram.
him.
Shout out to him. So what happened was he gave us this 8-word prompt, right? Just 8 words, just out of the blue. And I really wanted to do something. This was, I don't know, a few months ago now, perhaps maybe November.
Around that time.
Yeah. And I wanted to do a poem, and I just didn't know what poem I was going to do. And then for some reason, this image came to my mind of, no, it's not true. I was reading a paper for my dissertation. And it was a paper about a writer who went to Ghana, and she went to the place where the door of no return exists. And basically I was like, okay, I'm going to do a poem about that. And then I just used those words.
Yeah.
And the poem came to me, and it became alive. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Yes.
And my dog's about to start barking, but yeah.
Don't worry. See, I at least know how to control Maxwell.
Yeah, but Ace, you know Ace. Ace is a man of his own, man on his own, right?
True. But that one's very, very beautiful. And what I'm gonna try is on Instagram, anyone that follows me on Instagram, I will post the reel, or I mean I taped it, and I was like so shocked. I was like, okay, she's using props and things. What? But the one that really hit me was the second one that you had. And I was cheesed because my freaking phone like
Which one was that?
Revolution.
Oh, okay. That was the fourth one.
That was the fourth one?
Yeah, that was the fourth
See,
one.
I was just in so much awe. And my phone was dying. I was like, oh my gosh, Cam, all you had to do was charge your phone at the beginning of the day before you start. But that one, I feel like it not only hits home with Black history, with being from Jamaica and all that great stuff. It's just, and you know, you have a little nice voice still, you know.
Oh my goodness.
So
but yeah,
I definitely want for folks to hear that one.
Okay.
What's the title again? Or
it's Revolution 1. It's called Revolution 1 because I have another Revolution, so Revolution 2. That one kind of speaks about just having Black voices, being able to hone in on your voice and go hone in on what your ancestors did. But this one here is just basically about me, to be honest, how I was feeling at the time I wrote it.
You know what? My spelling is off right now. Can you type it in the chat, in the private chat?
Yeah.
Boy. There we go. Golly. So you're going to do that for the next ones, okay? Yeah, that helps me.
That's all right. All right.
Boom, bam, bam. So, all right, folks, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm again. You ain't gonna see me. You're just focusing on her. And I want anyone that's live and direct, please like, subscribe. I want to see hearts. I want to see them heart emojis and stuff. All right. Boom, bam, bam. My friend. Go.
Okay, let's hope I remember this one. If not, it's on my phone somewhere. Okay. Okay. Revolution 1. Do you know what it means to have a revolution? And what it takes to make a solution? Fighting against the pressure, oh yeah. Battering down depression. Fighting against the pressure. Where is my revolution? I'm in a state of mind confined. Can't seem to detangle this colonial state of mine. Feels like a minefield, explosives hidden to the naked eye. One wrong step, pieces of me undefined. My mental and physical existence, war zones, constantly fighting within, constantly fighting against the pressure. That is society's measure of me. I am under attack. It's pleasure watching me self-destruct. Instructions from its manual to achieve continuous oppression. Keep Black people in a state of depression. Blackness, the true Great Depression. Longevity witnessed from the hells of slavery to the 21st century. Poverty or assignment, our children are educationally starved, destined to repeat a cycle that often sees them behind bars. Specialized housing with built-in scars. We're dropping like flies as white supremacy sits back with a smug smile. Believing it has won, it has successfully suppressed my kind. Do you know what it means to have a revolution? And what it takes to make a solution? Fighting against the pressure, oh yeah. Battering down depression. Fighting against the pressure. I'm in a state of mind, fighting to escape this colonial straitjacket of mine, have left me in a place clearly defined as anger. This is my revolution. Intent, not destruction, but it's a viable solution. I didn't come this far to come this far. Ancestors paved the way. Hear their voices. Don't give up. You are too strong. The oppressors were wrong to prolong my depressed state, ill-advised, because in the state is where the anger lies, giving me the audacity to look them dead in the eyes. Ancestors by my side reminded me that I am a soldier for the cause. Many are called, few are chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. Stand your guard, chosen one, ready for battle. For as long as I'm on the battlefield, white supremacy will have to yield. That's its only option. This is my solution. This is my revolution. Are you ready to stand up and fight the right revolution? Are you ready to stand up and fight it just like soldiers? Many are called, few are chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. Poem. And as you can hear, my dog felt the need to start playing with his toy.
Oh man, that one's amazing too.
Sorry?
I remember when you called me up for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh. And mind y'all, this Oman, this Oman will call me any time of the night. My gosh. 1 a.m. You actually the joke is you never call me like early in the morning. It's like she's like no. Camille's not a morning person. Nighttime she'll be up.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. But yeah.
So this one,
Mm-hmm.
what made you create this one?
So this one was really about me. I created this one maybe a year, almost a year now, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just really, I was in a space where I just felt defeated. And I was just tired of hearing about, um, yeah, just about our experiences, about things happening around me, and about how I felt as just being a Black person, a Black woman in the skin at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt I keep saying there's certain things that we need to change, and how can we change this? We need a revolution. That's why I put in there like this is my revolution. My intent is not destruction, but it's a viable solution. And it's really because that's what's going through my mind. Like, do we need to destroy the system that we have now and build it up again to make it better? I truly believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that's never going to happen. So it's like trying to work within the system. And so yeah, that's why I wrote that poem. It's really because of how I was feeling at the time. And I just, as I said, felt defeat as a black woman. Yeah.
I remember. I remember.
Yeah.
Um, then it's funny how the world goes around and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to have your back and things, and then now you're here having my back. So that's why I was like, yo, any chance I can to support you, I'm down for you.
I appreciate that, sis. I appreciate that
Hmm.
100%.
Boom, bam, bam.
100%. But yeah, but I enjoy that one though, because and another thing that I should add is my mother's favorite singer is Dennis Brown.
Mm,
Right. And I really do love that revolution song.
yeah.
So it's kind of like one of those moments where I was like, all right, put two things together, because
Mm-hmm.
I know she loves that song. And I think I said this one to her too. I don't, um, I think I did. Um, so yeah, but it's one of those things where that song really resonates with me. Um, and so I felt like I needed to use it that time.
Okay. So give me 2 seconds. And because it is Black History Month, I
Mm-hmm.
realized that I know for you it's very important to listen to or to know the history in Canada more so than in the States, which is cool. Like I understand that. I guess in the school system, it was always hearing about like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and of course we love them. We love them all. Um, but I love how you really focus on wanting to know the history of what happens in Canada itself. And before I even get you to have that performance, there are people that are giving you shout outs.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't even, you tell me, hold on, give me a second here. Let me see if I can do this right. But
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the shout outs.
Big up Christopher Lawrence from Frequency Event Promotions. I see Mahatma, 1989. I hope I said that right. And let's see. You're called Dr. Shushanna. What? Saying congrats in advance and getting some hand claps. And then also the first piece, he said, nice piece.
Okay, thank you. I
And,
appreciate.
and because we want to, oh, we have Mr. Dr. Vibe. Good evening. Good evening. So because I know that you're you did this performance as well.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted you to do that performance as well. What is the title again, ma'am? You know me, I had to know the titles.
I think I don't really have a full-on title, but I'll do it like this. I'll type it to you.
Cool.
Okay, and I'm gonna go on mute for 2 seconds. Okay, just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. Ace wants to talk. So like again folks, I wanted to do something a little exclusive. My friend did an amazing performance last Wednesday for the BlackLit Durham. Oh gosh, and how rude of me. Big up Adrian Reese. He was amazing as well. Um, golly, his performance was amazing as well. So I just and Judith, yes, yes, yes. Um, and Greg it was hosting it, so he did amazing. He had a piece that was amazing as well. That came along of being Black Canadian. So I really enjoyed that. But we're gonna do a next one. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm gonna hopefully this one is always it was the hardest one for me to remember, so let me see if I can do it. But go on.
No worries, we'll not judge you.
Yeah.
But make sure, folks, like I said, everyone that is on the live, please like, subscribe, and hearts. I want to see hearts. I wish there was like the fire one, but yes, we can't.
Okay. So yes, I'm very much into Canadian history.
Mhm.
So I'm going to do this poem. It's about Chloe Cooley. And her history is in this poem.
All right. Boom,
So let's see if I can do this one justice. She's Canadian history. But what have you heard about her? Your response is a silence as graveyards housing the sisters that came before her. Graves without stones, stories lost before their souls realized their bodies had gone cold, lifeless. Less in life, less human, less woman, less feelings, that is. Until more serve massa best. More mule, more slave, more labor, more rape, more rape, more rape, more rape. Nah. More promiscuous, more salacious, more licentious. Black women had no business with rape. And not only upon masses, white brides, white daughters, white women, humanity's pride. Too many black men hung for such seditious crime. Did you know? Canada's first prime minister preserved the death penalty for rape because black men be the prototypical rapists and white women as only victims. But I digress. Her name was Chloe Cooley. Nah, she's not a fixture in your history books. Covering Canada's blemishes, securing its place in history as a safe haven for Black people, for my people. Black loyalists made the travel to Canada for the promise of freedom and prosperity. But her journey to Upper Canada was not built in refuge. She remained a slave, property, easily sold to the highest bidder. Massa had the bill of sale to prove it. Though she was born a slave, she was not meant to be a slave. Resistance became her saving grace. Bravery marked her strides, escaping several times, refusing certain tasks, knowing the consequences, some would say. She had lost her senses. The beatings were worth the scars, though, because she was gonna be free someday. But Massa was a greedy man who feared freedom would come to slaves upon this land, so he hatched a plan to sell her to an American man. But to complete his plan, he had to transport her to American lands. So on that fateful day, March 14, 1793, her dreams became nightmares. Massa and his henchmen took her by surprise, beat her, tied her up, violently forced her onto a boat and carried her across the Niagara River, where she was sold to an American man. Fiercely she fought, but not even her screams made them relinquish their dreadful plan. That was the last we heard of Chloe Cooley though she's embroidered in our history. Her screams and struggles didn't go unnoticed, traveling to the ears of Lieutenant John Graves Simcoe, becoming the catalyst of Canada's first and only anti-slavery laws. It didn't abolish slavery. It didn't free slaves, but it placed limits on its practice, banning the importation of slaves, freeing children born to female slaves by the age of 25. You see, Canada attempted to bury this history, but I and others alike will ensure its longevity. Poem.
Burp, 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 burp.
Yes.
Golly.
Yes.
Golly. And I should, I'm sorry, folks. I should have had a trigger warning. I'm sorry. Trigger warning. But I didn't even know about her before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really happy when you're able to share light on Canadian history. Um, so thank you. Thank you
No problem.
for doing that. And I think there was another lady that you mentioned, but what made you think about this to think about Chloe
Okay, so
especially?
the other lady that I think I mentioned was Marianne Shadd. That was the first Black woman ever, and
Mhm,
she's not Canadian, but she migrated to Canada
mhm,
during the time when Black people were leaving America to escape slavery. She was actually born a free Black woman in America, and
mhm,
she came to Canada and actually she was a teacher here. She was a teacher back in America, but she was a teacher here, and she gave the first printed press. Black printed press was part of her doing.
mhm,
But in any event, with respect to Chloe Cooley, I thought about Chloe Cooley because, as I said, we don't know much about her history. We don't know that when we think about slavery, we don't think that slavery existed in Canada. Slavery was here for 200 years.
mhm,
Um, and as I said in the poem, she was a catalyst to Canada's first and only anti-slavery law, which came about in I think it was July or August of 1793. It didn't really do a lot for slaves, but the fact that her struggles and what happened to her made this law come into play.
mhm.
I think that's very important for Black history and for Black Canadians to know. So I really wanted to do something about her. Um, and so I wrote this poem. I think I wrote this back in December, and
Mhm. Yeah.
foreseeing that I want to do something for Black History Month. So that's why I wrote this poem.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I also try to see if I should show it now. Actually, yeah, I'll show it now. So whoever's been tuning in as of right now, and whoever's gonna, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be released. Obviously, it's released now on YouTube, but it will be released on Spotify tomorrow. But for folks that want to see Shoshana in action, my gosh, what's actually, yeah, I'll say it now. Like, your next performance that's happening is in March.
Yes. So I have a performance March 7th.
Not you almost forgetting.
I know, right?
Hold on. I'm gonna show it on here. Oh my gosh, I have so many windows open. Jeez Louise. All right, boom. There you go. Okay, so let me share my screen. How can I share the photo? Boom, there's a photo. Uh, Sorry. Sometimes I feel like I got this, but sometimes I don't. So boom, there it is. So we have this. It's March 7th, right?
Yeah.
And it includes food and everything.
Yeah,
What?
so it's a $45 admission, but and you get food, and it's voices for women, and you have some fantastic poets there.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, you have myself, you have Judith, who is the girl in the lady in the center. You have Ram, you have Dwayne Morgan, and you have pretty provocative poet, which is
Mm-hmm.
the guy on the very end. He's actually amazing. I don't know the other lady,
Mm-hmm.
but all of these poets are amazing, from what I know. So come on out, and if you do want to, as I said, you get dinners included, and it's admissions is $45.
Well, did you send me the link? Hold on, let me try this. Boom. Hold on. I think you did send me the link. Oh man, multitasking at its finest. Give me a second. Did you send me the link?
No, I didn't send you a link for.
Oh,
So all you need to do, like, you just need to,
contact you.
yeah, contact. Just just contact me and say I want to come, and I'll RSVP, and you pay at the door. That's
Okay.
basically it. Yeah,
Okay. That works. That
yeah,
works.
yeah. So and
Um,
you contact me at Poertryrookie1.
even now we have to explain why did you decide to pick Poetry Rookie 1?
Oh my god. So Poetry Rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will. It's twofold. Okay, so I will always think of myself as a rookie poet, regardless of I've been writing poems. So I can say this: when I was a lot younger, I wrote some poem. I wrote poems and I wrote music. When I was a lot younger, like a long time ago, maybe in my teens and getting into my 20s, but then I didn't do any of that after that. I stopped completely. I don't even know where those things are. Um, and I didn't write a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then fast forward about 3.5 years now, 4 years, I started writing this. I think it's about 3.5 years. Started writing more and more poems and more poems, and I realized that I'm actually pretty good at this. And but I'll always think of myself as a rookie. Okay.
I want folks to know. I want them to know. There has been times when this woman called me, literally back to back, days, just boom, boom, boom. Oh, Cam, yeah, I just wrote two more. Want to hear? I'm like, how did you just write two more? I don't understand. What?
It depends on how you're feeling, right?
That is
You write on how you feel. So if in like I would tell you, November and December I was in a space. So I wrote a lot of poems back then. Like I wrote a lot of poems in November and December. I think it was, even for me, I was like, that's crazy. But I did. I wrote a lot of poems at during that time. But it's really dependent on how you're feeling and the space that you're in.
true.
And so yeah, that's how the poems come to me. But with respect to the rookie, so I'll always think of myself as a rookie, regardless of what anybody says. It doesn't matter if I've been doing this for 20 years or 5 years, I'll always think of myself as a rookie. But the second part of reason why there's rookie, because I'm no good with technology. And so I needed to be able to go on not YouTube. See,
Instagram. Oh my god.
Instagram. I need to learn how to go on Instagram. And I bothered you to teach me how to do that. And I still am not very good at it, but I'm getting okay. So the rookie was a lot to do with being on Instagram for the first
Uh-huh.
time and being a rookie on Instagram and not knowing anything about technology. And even now, like sometimes when I want to put up my poems, I call Ram and I'm like, okay, here's a poem. Figure it out.
I just want y'all to know. The first time. Oh, you remember that when I wanted to steal from you? I may have. Oh, remember that poem? I wanted to steal it because it was just amazing.
Which one? The love, the what? The one of the few love poems I write, because I don't write love poems very much, guys. So, but one of the few that I wrote.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Holy shucks. Cause I remember I was like, yo, bars, I want this. I want to steal and just write. And you're like, no, first of all, you had to put my name under. I was like, fair enough, fair enough. Ah, yes. And then even her trying to I'm looking at it, like looking back at it, you
Yeah.
trying to put like the designs in the
Oh
back, and I'm
God.
like, friend.
I know, right?
So I understand that concept with the rookie part, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's just, oh God.
nah. You're switching to like sophomore or something, because this is outrageous. Like, is it this one? I think I want you to do this.
Oh my God. You're cray cray. You're crazy.
Oh
Oh
shit.
my goodness.
I'm making sure it's this. Oh yeah.
Did you
I don't
find
remember
it?
the title. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Um, jeez, sorry y'all. This is like a freestyle. If y'all haven't noticed,
Basically.
I literally wanted an exclusive performance. I don't know if you remember that one. Is it this one?
Let me see.
This is literally how we have conversations, and this
Yeah.
is literally her. Normally I'm tough love, or you're tough love, but this one, yeah,
I don't
this
know
one.
why you like this one so much.
Yes, this is the one. I read it real quick. I'm like, yes.
I
But
don't know.
I remember, it is love month, so
Is
this is
it
a good
though?
one. I mean, for some, for some. Um, yeah, this one's a good one.
Let me see if I think it's called Afraid to what? Afraid to Love?
Afraid to love.
I don't remember what it's called. Hold on. Yeah, I don't remember what this one's called. Some of them I don't title them, and some of
Hmm.
them I do. But I think I had a title on this, but I don't remember what it's called. But if you want me to read it, I can. I don't have this one memorized.
Yes, please. And
Yeah.
then we'll I'll ask you a finance question, because it's
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you.
okay. Wait. So what should I write as a title, or just untitled?
It's untitled. It's and you don't need to come off because this one's just for you. Okay. And guys, I'm not big on love poems, but here you go. I'm not afraid of love, but I'm afraid of loving you. Hypnosis has competition because the moment I looked into your eyes, I get lost in you, forgetting who I am as I become a part of you. Don't know where I begin and where you end, though. There's an unexplained comfort, a connection only the gods can comprehend. As if the deity ocean mapped our paths before either of us became a thought. Navigating our waters to these shores, serendipity? I'm not sure. But we're cocooned in calm and ocean breeze, relaxation, serenity. A place where love has certainty, yet I'm afraid of loving you. Through your eyes are stories revealed, a melting pot of emotions brewing a potion that speaks our love into existence. One only recognized by us, no one else understands. For only in your eyes this love lies. Only in your eyes I know I'm loved. And only in your eyes I lose myself. So I'm afraid of loving you because I'm afraid of losing me. Poem. I don't even know why you like that one. It's
I'm a
not
hopeless.
bad.
Hey, to know is to know, but I'm a hopeless romantic, so it's
You are.
good.
You are. You are a hopeless romantic. Like I just you truly are. Like I'm not even going to like you truly are. And that's one of the least ones for me. I'm just like, okay, all right. My friend just texted me and says she's right. That's a beautiful piece.
Exactly. Yes, guys. Sorry. I forgot again. Hearts. I want to see the hearts. I want to see the hearts. But you know what? I will wind it down, because I know this is different, but I wanted to once again have an exclusive episode, and just support and I feel like I've been to most of your events, as long as it's not in Bowmanville.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I have a limit.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
But like for sure, the other ones, definitely been showing love, supporting and things. Um, but the one thing, and I know this is finance, and we're doing poetry and spoken word. But I'll ask you, what's one thing you wish you knew about money or personal finance when you were younger? Because it all comes back together, right? And then the reason why I ask is because you said before that um, writing poems is your way to express yourself, or you're
Mm-hmm.
able to show that platform and things, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I have this platform to express, the personal finance aspect, and just having people get their ish together, or just to find different ways to work around this crazy world that we call life,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's love, money, the justice system, and all that stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I just want everyone to be able to see different aspects on this platform. So that's why I did it.
I hear
So
you.
boom, bam, bam. See, you can always bring it back.
I know, right?
Always bring it back. But what's one or two, whichever, whatever you're comfortable with, do you wish you knew about money?
I wish I knew. There's two things I wish I knew.
Mhm,
One, I think every Black person, especially my generation, would wish they knew this is savings, how to save. That's very, I learned that late, but I'm doing well now, I think. I'm getting back I'm doing okay. But it's just that that's something that I think we should, Black people should know.
mhm,
And we didn't learn that. We didn't learn how to save. Um, Like I was in Jamaica the other day, and my dad would say, like to my little brother, you need to learn how to count your money, right? You
mhm,
need to learn how to know when somebody's cheating you. And it's the same idea for me. Like you need to learn how to preserve that money, right?
mhm.
And I feel like if we had known how to do that, a lot of us would be in a better situation than we are right now. Um, it might be a very minute thing, but I think it's a big thing for a lot of us. Like there
Mhm.
might be other things that people want to know or wish they knew, but for me that was one of the things that I always wish I knew. I
Yeah.
also wish I knew about stocks even in my 20s, because I feel like I'd be a millionaire right now. But right, and I still don't know much about stocks, which is why I depend on you a lot, but but
To
it's like,
educate you, yes, to
yeah, to
educate you.
educate me, right? But it's just like I wish I knew that, right? I wish I knew that, because certain money that I was making, I could have probably put it into certain spaces and probably be a lot better off now, right? And make different
Mm,
decisions. So
yes.
those are two main things that I really wish I learned about money when I
And
was growing up.
I love that you said those two things, and I think they both are the same in a sense, because once you learn how to save, and I know I sound like a broken record. Once you learn how to save, you're able to graduate into investing
Mm-hmm.
and having that habit to do that. 'Cause,
Mm-hmm.
there are certain stocks that I know that have blown up, and there's also certain stocks that I know that have it's trash.
Mm-hmm.
But just the fact that if we were able to learn that key in life, especially when I was working at like a high earning company, and these people are like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and having that wealth,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be amazing. But I say, at least now we have that knowledge to a certain extent. You have folks like myself that educate and able to teach folks about it, but also teach the kids.
Mm-hmm.
because or teach the family in together. If the whole family is able to put money together to invest or purchase more properties that like I wrote that I seen in the private chat, we would be in a such better position. But we also have to be on the same page, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad you're able to say those two things, and I hope anyone that's listening is able to, like, whether you have children or nieces and nephews, godchildren, stuff. It's the best thing you can do for the generation behind is to help them learn how to save and invest. So when they become our big age,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be millionaires, you know? So that's just you know. And to wrap up Black History Month, and but to also have an early kickstart for Women's History Month or Women's International Month, I thought you saying that last piece would be amazing. And
Mm-hmm.
or hold on. And that's how we're gonna actually, before you say that, just tell the folks where they can find you. And I have your IG in the show notes, but I definitely want to end off the this performance with your the last one that we were talking about earlier to do. So tell the folks where to find you and everything, and make sure so they know how to find these amazing events that you're gonna be at.
Listen, I'm very easy to find. Just go to Poetry Rookie. I don't have any other platform. Listen, I'm no good with technology, so I stick to the bare minimum. The bare minimum. Poertryrookie1. That's where it's all at.
And folks, make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and just listen to these fire poems that she's done. And then we're gonna end off with the last one.
Okay. This one I
Right?
don't have. Yeah,
Still
this one
learn.
I don't have memorized.
Yes, you can still learn. You can teach an old dog new tricks. Sure. Woo.
This one I don't have memorized, so I'm going to. This one's called Black Woman Speak, and basically it's to. Again, I'm hoping that I don't. I do it justice, but it's you'll hear it once you hear it.
Mm.
Black woman speak. I'm not a rapper, not a lyricist, but a realist. I do not write in parables, use uncomplicated metaphors, refusing to have you decipher my words. Play hide and seek to find meaning in what I speak. Speech untamed, no filter. Straight shooter, weaponizing my tongue, my mouth, the revolver, spitting bullets, never missing my target. Black woman speak. That wasn't always the case. Society told me I had no place. My words, insignificant, were found erased or worse, becoming a body count. Rest in peace, Daniela Malia. Though your life lost, I'll always remember at what cost. Black woman, speak. Have you ever felt the pressure of trying to speak? It's like being held captive and your captor has the audacity to gag you. Like when your mother speaks and you know she's wrong, but open your mouth to correct her. It's like being black and seeing the police. It's like trying to understand trying to understand that the color of my skin has a bounty in every county for just being present. Trying to reconcile while every month a black mother has to bury her son before his time because he fit a description or asked the question why. Black woman, speak up. I'm allowed to speak now. Trying. Words won't come out. Words impregnate me with a lifetime of freedoms. Save us. Let us out. We have a lot to say. Black woman, speak. Words traveling through my umbilical cord to my lungs. Black woman, speak, choking. Not even the umbilical cord could set my words free. Black woman speak. We have a lot to say, like, I'm a woman, breast and vagina, gifts of my birth, yet I'm perplexed at how society can deny me womanhood when the first woman was on earth was Black. Or I feel pain too. The pain that comes with knowing that white supremacy has a grip around my neck, squeezed just a bit tighter, and my life no longer. Or to know that Black men sees me as a liability, not stability, not whole. Black woman, speak. Your words are like dynamite. Release them from captivity. Bear witness to the disruption they cause. Watch them unravel misogyny, racism, sexism. Bring life to your existence so you no longer just exist. Watch how they expose historical lies that have become gospel. Dispose of stereotypes, those myths that tend to put us in a box. Stereos come in a box, not people. And though people can be a type, white supremacy doesn't get the privilege of naming mine. I leave that to me and my people. Impose my presence, take up space, as me and my words are here to stay. Black woman, speak. I will speak plainly with conviction. I will speak, for speech is liberation. I will speak because I'm a Black woman, and a Black woman is speaking. Poem.